Good evening, strangers. This is Dr. D. Clownberg. You can just call me Clownberg, or better yet, just call me Bread. In this video, I'm going to... This video is basically just going to be the mad ramblings of... It's basically just going to be my mad competitive Pokemon ramblings. No, I'm not going to actually be playing, though. Why? I'm out of practice, and I'd rather do a bit of practice. Also, this isn't a coherent team. This is proof of concept stuff. Well, two of these aren't proof of concepts. Two of these are things I actively use. So, yeah. You know what, let me just make a slight correction in heavy air quotes, because these guys do not have symmetry. So, basically, this is me going over stuff that I've used in competitive that is, let's say, not good. Or at least not conventionally good. Also, sorry if things look weird. I have to do window stuff. Also, Pit Crew Madness guy in the corner is me. I'll probably throw the link to the Pit Crew I used to make the Clownberg in the description. Probably. Keywords probably. Okay, so this is stuff I actually use. With an asterisk. With a Gengar-shaped asterisk on it. Okay, so this is for Gen 5 OU, by the way. Gen 5 is the only metagame I play, even though this guy, I've not used this before, more or less. This thing's more of a proof of concept for this, specifically with the context that this is based off of something used in a different gen. Anyway, so, for reference, I've also been playing Gen 5, on Showdown, I've been playing Gen 5 competitive for, I think, 2 years now. Not well. I'm not good at the game. This isn't me being like, oh yeah, you should use these because, what tier are you in? Yeah, this thing's kind of down here for a reason, but it can do things. I just thought about it, and I should probably have damage calculator open, but it's fine, I don't need it. I can, if I give any, like, numbers or estimations of things, those are very rough and going off of my memory. My memory, which is famously bad. So, yeah. Also, sorry you can only see my mouse sometimes. Sometimes I'm moving my mouse over to the OBS window, which, yeah, couldn't get this properly full screen to not look bad. Anyway, so, I'll start with, you know what? I was going to start with this guy, but since the original idea of this video was going to just be about this guy, instead I will save him for last. So let's start with, let's start with the least bad, arguably. This thing I've gotten to work in 2 gens, and saying work is a bit of an exaggeration given that when I tried it in Gen 9, I mean, it worked, more or less, but, you know. Anyway. Also, hopefully my mic is not peaking too much. Mic in air quotes. I don't have one set up right now. So, I usually just name this Garchomp Synth, but that's just a generic Garchomp name. So the set is simple, and I feel like you can already guess what it does just by the moves. Though, let me just throw up what these two, because these two are on a team together usually. This is just a fresh concept. Let me just throw up the other main important player. You already know where this is going. It's a rain team. Don't ask why I always name my Polytoads this. I don't know myself. Okay. So this guy is the crux of the team. He doesn't affect this one at all, but he affects this one decently because Surf, and also, unfortunately, Fire Blast. For reference, if gems weren't banned, I would probably try and run this thing with Fire Gem, but gems are banned for good reason. So, yeah. But I don't need Fire Gem Fire Blast. This still does pretty well. Though I don't think it consistently one-shots Ferrothorn, like, at all. Which is a bit of an issue. Anyway. So. This is special Garchomp with max speed, so it outspeeds as many things as possible, though notably this does not outspeed other Garchomps. And the problem, and now you might be thinking, oh, run Scarf to outspeed other Garchomps. The problem lies in this. This set does not do good enough damage unless you are running choice specs. It needs specs to work. So unfortunately, you do have to just settle for either leaving it up to luck whether or not you beat other Garchomps. And you know what? I will pull up a calculator. Let's see. Oh, by the way, I just installed OBS right before recording this, so I very much know what I'm doing. Pokemon damage calculator. Sure. There's a showdown one? I've never used this. Okay, so I'll avoid just these other ones. This is black and white. I want Garchomp. There's not even a spec set. Sure, let's start with this, but then switch it for what I want, which is timid. I want, where is it? Timid, max speed, max special attack. That 4 is in Spadef. Could just export this guy in here, but shut up. Ability Rough Skin, item. Choice specs. And then, yeah, just Draco Meteor, Earthquake, Fire Blast, and then Surf, but then we don't run Earthquake, we run Earth Power. So there's Garchomp. But this is not supposed to be versus Abomasnow. Sorry, again, I had to have this on a smaller window to get things work. What I wanted to do was a Latios test. Latios... I don't really see any of these, usually. Sure, let's just go Calm Mind. Max speed, yeah, this is... It's probably about what I usually see. So, I lose. Always. No, I don't. Okay, this specific set. I live a D-Pulse, but it does not live a Draco. But assuming it sets up, it does. Okay. After a Calm Mind, does this thing live a Draco? Yes. Yes, it does. Okay. I feel like I've never seen definitively a Calm Mind Latios, though, which is surprising. But still, so yeah. I don't do this, but out of curiosity, do I go first if I am scarfed? Let's just replace this with, like, dive. Really? Yeah, it's a guaranteed OCO, but the question is, do I go first? I don't feel like doing the math. I'm pretty sure Scarf does go first, though. Which, that's actually pretty good. I might switch to Scarf. The problem then becomes, they run Pulse. The problem then becoming, you know, the fact that suddenly my damage is worse. Is this not counting items? That's annoying. Anyway, yeah, so if I run Scarf, it actually outspeeds Latios, which is nice. So yeah. Okay, sorry, the joke's recording. Okay, so, yeah, and I just wasted 10 minutes. Okay, so, I should have left that open. Whatever, it's fine. So, this thing's main job is just being the main special attacker on the team. I had to think. This is the most dedicated attacker on the team. This thing I can cover more loosely because this is a proof of concept. I don't know if this will work. Like, at all. Okay, so the idea here. This is more or less the best recreation I can do in Gen 5 because I don't want to make a second team. But I will just very quickly and very shoddily throw together the thing this is meant to be. OU. This is what I used before. This is what I used. Terra Ghost. Item was Citrus. Citrus Berry, Infiltrator, and then Curse, Dragon Darts, Sucker Punch, and then I forgot what the other move was. I think U-turn. This thing's job is basically to be mostly offensive. Actually, maybe protect or something. I don't know. For these, it's these two basically. Oh wait, no, it's Terra Blast. It's Terra Blast. There we go. So this thing is a fast physical sweeper with Terra Blast turning into a physical ghost move on Terastallization. Its entire gimmick is for a bit of support, it can curse and then Citrus Berry its health back. That's the idea. And then I tried to get something in the same spirit of that as Gen 5 for visual niceness. So this is the best I can say. Take this one with a grain of salt. This team requires something that just like doesn't exist in Gen 5 OU, which is a fast physical attacking ghost type. That doesn't exist in this Gen's OU, so can't really do this as well as I want. But the idea is Sucker Punch for coverage. Sucker Punch isn't even for coverage. Sucker Punch is for priority, just priority cleanup. Shadow Ball is for stab. Sludge Bomb is for stab. Honestly, this should probably be like Giga Drain or something. Nothing's different. So yeah, but again, the idea is Citrus Berry, Curse. This isn't a new idea, really. I'm pretty sure in like a while ago in Gen 4 Stall, Spiritomb ran something like this, Citrus Berry Curse, if I remember correctly, or something like that. But the idea here is it's Curse on a more offensive team, the thing that can throw a curse at something that's fast, can throw a curse at something, and then get the Citrus Berry back and continue to deal damage, is the idea. Here's this guy. And then there's the point I wanted to make this video for. My guy Bert. Bert. So, my time using Throw pretty much started with me doing Gen 5 randoms, and I got a Throw. That was not this set. This is for, this is what I usually do. You can, though sometimes I run Return for a good neutral hit, but then again, these three together usually hit everything neutrally pretty well. And then something I've considered is maybe doing Stone Edge for higher raw damage. But the idea is basically Storm Throw, because it always crits, and this is the important part. This thing is the usual thing I try and use to beat Ferrothorns. It does not work. My team is very weak to Ferrothorn. Anyway, so Ferrothorn, or no. So Storm Throw for high power always crits. This guy hits hard too. Rock Slide for coverage, Protect for basically stalling out turns for leftovers, Earthquake for... It's Earthquake, coverage. Now that I think about it, I usually run Guts, basically to punish The idea of Guts is to punish anyone who statuses me. That's the idea. So say if something tries to paralyze me or burn me, mostly burn, if something tries to burn me or poison me, the idea is that I run Guts to punish that by making me hit even harder, though I feel like a very good argument could be made that one of these two might be better for this thing. But, oh well, trust me, this guy is far from the thing that does the worst on the team. It's the thing that does the worst on the team is the Magnezone that I didn't properly commit to giving a purpose. So yeah, the idea with Throw, and how Throw works, at least in my experience, and again, I've been using Throw for like 2 fucking years, is that Throw doesn't think. Throw is not a thinker's Pokemon. It's not. Throw, let me bring the boys together so you get an idea as to the team layout. Vaporeon. I'm just gonna throw them together with the abilities and not the sets, so you see what I usually work with. Scarm, Sturdy, I think, and then the last, technically, officially, the last one's Magnezone. I've been trying to theorycraft something other than Magnezone, because my Magnezone set is bad. I don't think I even run Thunder on it. It's like a weird hybrid support thing that allegedly, keywords allegedly, traps Magnezone, or not Magnezone, traps Ferrothorn. The problem is that it does not trap Ferrothorn well, because it can't do anything to Ferrothorn. It sucks. So yeah, anyway. So it's these guys. This is the team supporting these two. These two are on the same team. So, I would like to immediately start this relative defensive Throw by saying that Throw is not something that you can just slap on any team. It's not. Hell, this team isn't built around Throw. Okay, that's kind of misleading. This team is technically built around Throw, as I built Throw first, but they were instead... It was basically slap 5 Pokemon together on a Rain team, because I wanted to do a Gen 5 Rain team. Because before my main competitive gen was 7, now it's 5. 5. Slap together a competitive Rain team, or something tangentially resembling one with just the occasional weird thing. Like, Politoed is pretty standard. It's like, if I remember correctly, I run... It's like this, Pump... You get Ice Ball? What the fuck? Ice Beam, and then Protect, because I run Protect on fucking everything. It's this. This thing can wall a fucking... This thing can wall a... I believe 1 boosted, In the Sun Ninetales using, Solar Beam. I've done that before, it's funny. Then you got this thing, which is Leftovers again, Hydration, because it's a Rain team, obviously, and then it's... This thing is the definition of a support mon. It's called Heal Bell, Protect, and Toxic. Though I have considered dropping... I think it was Toxic. It was Toxic or Heal Bell. Not really Heal Bell. Heal Bell is important. Important for me, because my team doesn't like status all that much. Or like at all. So the idea is Heal Bell, and then probably drop... honestly, I could argue drop like Protect for Wish. Hell, I'll put that in. I've never ran Wish on this team. So yeah, something like this. It's a Vaporeon. You know how Vaporeon's played, probably. Skarmory is about as standard as they come. It's a Skarmory in Gen 5. You know what this thing does. It sets up spikes. It whirlwinds things out. It has Drill Peck in case you taunt me, and I have Roost to not die. It is built exactly how you think it is, except I think I drop... Except I don't invest... I don't think I invest speed. I'm pretty sure I invest SPDEF. I could check. I'm just gonna grab the set from the other window I have. 1 second. Where is my Scarm? Where is the boy? That's Gen 5 shit. Looking for this guy. Right, yeah, Okay, I say I run Scarm normally. I do not run Scarm... Well, I probably do run Scarm kind of normally. I don't know where I got the set from. This is the Scarm I run. Literally grabbed from the backup dock. I run Rocks? I thought I ran Spikes. I guess I switched to Rocks at some point. Or alternatively, this is an older version and I switched to Spikes. I don't know. I run Rocks or Spikes. I run one of the two. It's about what you would expect. Politoed is exactly this, just I run Shiny. Shiny on these ones. So yeah. About as a very basic Skarmory. I'm pretty sure fairly basic Politoed. A very basic Vaporeon. God, what? I think this thing's... What do you run? HP Grass, Light Screen, Thunder Toxic. See what I mean? What the fuck is this? It's this, 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 and this. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. What ability are you running? Yeah, Magnapole. I don't know what the... I don't know what the idea here is. I don't know what I was thinking. I've never gotten this thing to do anything. Like, unironically. It's funny. And then I run leftovers, I think. Yeah. Anyway, back on topic. You can't throw on any team. It needs to be... Basically, it's an Throw's idea is that it's not an accent attacker. It is a physical attacker. It's a actually pretty decent physical attacker. This thing can actually live hits fairly well. Arguably, you could probably drop a little HP investment and invest in one of its defenses a bit more. Make them a bit higher, but even then, even with this has done me very well. So you got that here, that, and throw. The idea of throw, probably a more optimal throw would be exactly what you would expect from a throw. You know, your Flame Orb, like either a Flame Orb Facade set, or I've not heard this described in a competitive setting, but I wouldn't be surprised if you've seen one of Chaka Conroy's Black and White 2 videos, he mentioned a Rest Talk Guts throw with, I think it was Circle Throw and Facade. That probably could also work. Probably. Definitely give throw the recovery it needs. Or it could really use. So, yeah. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to make a video just about my rambling. I'm mad rambling. It's about competitive Pokemon. Anyway, good night.